Deep within the dense, humid rainforests of Central and South America, life teems in every corner. From the moss-covered forest floor to the sun-dappled canopy, countless species navigate a web of predators, prey, and microhabitats. Among these creatures, one of the most extraordinary, yet easiest to overlook, is the poison dart frog. Measuring just a few centimeters, these frogs may be tiny, but they are evolutionarily equipped with adaptations that ensure survival in one of the most competitive environments on Earth. Belonging to the family Dendrobatidae, poison dart frogs comprise over 170 species, each with unique coloration, patterns, and toxin profiles. Their evolutionary lineage traces back millions of years, demonstrating the remarkable ability of amphibians to adapt to the challenges of tropical life. Fossil evidence and molecular studies suggest that the bright coloration and toxicity of these frogs are relatively recent evolutionary developments, coinciding with the diversification of their rainforest habitats. Their small, compact bodies are equipped with powerful legs for agile movement across wet leaves, moss, and branches. Sticky toe pads allow precise climbing and rapid leaps, while their skin, smooth and often glistening with natural moisture, serves as both a respiratory surface and a chemical defense. In this moist rainforest environment, every adaptation is critical. Even the slightest misstep could mean dehydration, predation, or failure to capture a meal. The most iconic feature of poison dart frogs is their vibrant coloration. Bright blues, reds, yellows, oranges, and greens signal danger to potential predators in a process known as aposematic signaling. Unlike camouflage that hides the organism, aposematism is a form of advertisement. Predators learn to associate the dazzling patterns with the risk of poisoning, and over generations, the frog's striking colors reinforce survival. But the colors are not merely decorative, they reflect a sophisticated chemical arsenal. Specialized glands in the skin produce a range of alkaloid toxins. Some of the most potent, like batrachotoxin found in species such as Philobates terribilis, can paralyze or even kill vertebrates many times the frog's size. Interestingly, these toxins are not synthesized by the frogs themselves. Instead, they derive the chemical compounds from specific insects and arthropods in the diet, particularly ants and beetles. Captive-bred frogs lacking access to these insects often lack toxicity, highlighting the delicate ecological connection between predator, prey, and environment. Despite their potency, poison dart frogs remain small, and they are not free from danger. Predators such as snakes, birds, and mammals may attempt to consume them, testing their chemical defenses. Those that survive reinforce the effectiveness of bright warning colors across populations. Additionally, environmental pressures such as habitat loss, pollution, and climate variability introduce new challenges that threaten their survival. Feeding behavior in poison dart frogs is meticulously adapted to rainforest life. They primarily consume small invertebrates, ants, termites, mites, and small beetles, that provide not only energy but also chemical precursors for their toxins. Hunting is a precise, patient endeavor. The frog's keen eyesight detects movement across the leaf litter, and the long, sticky tongue captures prey almost instantly. Communication among these frogs extends beyond visual signals. Vocalizations play an essential role during the breeding season. Each species has its own distinct call, ranging from soft trills to loud, staccato chirps. Males use calls to establish territory, attract females, and signal dominance. The forest at night becomes a vibrant symphony of sound, as multiple individuals broadcast their presence simultaneously. Mating begins with careful selection. Females often evaluate males based on call quality, duration, and frequency. Once a female chooses a partner, the pair engages in elaborate courtship behaviors, including tactile interactions and leading displays to suitable egg-laying sites. Typically, these sites are moist areas such as leaf axils, bromeliad cups, or damp moss beds. Females lay small clutches of eggs, ranging from 5 to 20, depending on species and environmental conditions. Each egg is enveloped in a protective gelatinous coating, helping prevent desiccation and shielding them from microbial infections. The level of parental care in poison dart frogs is remarkable. Many species display active parental investment, with adults guarding eggs from predators and environmental hazards, and in some cases, transporting hatchlings to water-filled leaves or small streams. The hatching process reveals the extraordinary transformation that defines amphibians. Tadpoles emerge with gills and a tail, completely aquatic. Over several weeks, they feed on algae, detritus, and microorganisms while growing stronger and developing limbs. Gradually, the tail shrinks, lungs form, and the young frog transitions from a life in water to life on land. This metamorphosis is both rapid and energetically demanding, requiring precise environmental conditions and parental assistance in certain species. Despite their toxicity and small size, poison dart frogs occupy an important position in their ecosystems. As insect predators, they regulate populations of ants, mites, and other small invertebrates. In turn, they provide prey for certain specialized predators that have evolved immunity to their toxins. These delicate interactions contribute to the overall balance of rainforest food webs. Beyond their ecological role, poison dart frogs have fascinated humans for centuries. Indigenous communities of South America historically used their toxins for hunting, applying skin secretions to blow darts, a practice that gave the frogs their common name. Today, these amphibians inspire scientists and conservationists alike, serving as a window into evolutionary biology, chemical ecology, and the delicate interdependence of rainforest species. Climate change and habitat destruction pose growing threats. Deforestation fragments populations, reduces breeding sites, and limits access to the specialized insects that provide toxic alkaloids. Conservation efforts focus on habitat preservation, captive breeding, and ecological research to ensure that these extraordinary frogs survive in the wild for generations to come. Through their striking appearance, potent defenses, and complex behaviors, poison dart frogs remind us that size is no measure of influence. Within the rainforest, these small amphibians govern microhabitats, control insect populations, and communicate with a sophistication that belies their tiny forms. Even the smallest leaf can carry enormous ecological weight. Across the rainforest floor, where sunlight filters through thick layers of canopy, poison dart frogs continue their daily rituals. Males call persistently, staking territory and attracting mates, while females traverse mossy leaf litter to select egg-laying sites. Tadpoles cling to damp leaves or shallow pools, absorbing nutrients while preparing for metamorphosis. Every day, predators test the frog's chemical armor. Birds peck at brightly colored individuals, snakes attempt strikes, and tiny mammals probe the leaf litter. Each encounter reinforces the survival strategies honed over millions of years. For species like Philobates terribilis, even a small predator may face life-threatening consequences, which in turn reduces predation pressure and allows populations to persist. The interplay of color, sound, and chemical defense demonstrates evolution's artistry. The frog's aposematic coloration communicates danger before contact occurs. Vocalizations maintain social structures and breeding opportunities, and dietary specialization fuels their chemical weapons. All of these factors converge to create a species that is resilient yet highly dependent on the integrity of its environment. Conservation is now critical. Programs focused on preserving intact rainforest habitats, monitoring frog populations, and educating local communities have shown promise in protecting poison dart frogs. Captive breeding programs also play a key role, ensuring genetic diversity and potential reintroduction into restored environments. Beyond survival, poison dart frogs embody wonder. They exemplify how the smallest creatures can wield power through intelligence, adaptation, and subtlety. Their beauty draws the human eye, while their toxicity commands respect. To witness a poison dart frog in the wild is to experience a glimpse of evolutionary precision. Every color, every call, every leap has a purpose shaped over millennia. From the dense understory to the leaves and bromeliads above, poison dart frogs continue their timeless dance. Tiny yet lethal, colorful yet secretive, they are the living embodiment of nature's ability to craft life that is both stunning and formidable. As night falls, the forest chorus swells with their calls, a reminder that even the smallest voices can echo through the largest worlds. In this delicate balance of survival, beauty, and danger, the poison dart frog reigns as a jewel of the rainforest, a creature whose brilliance and potency ensure it will remain unforgettable for generations to come.